Don't go to your bank and pull out no money when you run out of money. Don't go to the bank, pull out some money so you can pay a bill, because you see, they ain't got no money in the bank. And most of these people don't have a bank account because they don't have enough money to make a bank account. So therefore, and if they do got a bank account, when their money get in there,
it's gone.
It's gone exactly. On payday.
That's right.
All right? So therefore, trade places with them. Trade places with them. Let's see how you like it. Let's see how you going to live off of what they make. And I guarantee you, you'll change your mind about that $15 an hour, because you will want it just like everybody else.
See, this fiscal budget, this budget that they doing, you know, this fiscal year, 2016, 2017, they got money in the budget. Matter of fact, they got a surplus, okay? And I looked at one of the statistics, and it says 1.4 million for what? For living, just for living. And the living that they got, listen, that doesn't cover, okay, a lot of things. It doesn't cover, you know, things that people need, period.
Right.
You know, and sure, the money that they threw in that little pot, okay, was for a whole bunch of people, okay, that they could have threw 25 million up in that, okay?
Yeah.
They could have threw 30 million up in that, but to throw 1.4 million and to say that that's for a whole bunch of people, and for after that's gone, after that little contingency money is gone, then it's nothing else.
Nothing else.
Okay, so they have a whole lot of money that they could have put in for grants and for funds for people in different areas. Okay, but they don't want to do it. So what they do is they say, oh, well, we got money going for this, but you got 25 million for your advertisement TV broadcast, your advertising to make you the governor, to make people see that you can run. So you splashing money, but you throw 1.4 million there in this little contingency fund for people's lives.
Well, you see, the whole thing about that is, Stanley, what they're doing is, that's the payoff. Okay, we're going to put $1 million over here in this here bucket. And to a lot of people, that's a lot of money. But when you get to cutting that up and you get to sharing it with all of those people, all right, you come to find out that's not a lot of money, because somebody ain't going to get.
Exactly.
Then when you figure out somebody ain't going to get, what do? You cut it down more.
Exactly.
All right, so everybody get a little less.
And these are massive people.
Yeah, and somebody still ain't going to get. So what do? You cut it down a little more.
Exactly.
All right, so therefore, a lot of people ain't going to get.
No.
And when they run out of money, you know what they tell you? Sorry, we have no more money.
But they got too much. They've taken from taxes. They've taken from tolls. You know, people paying on the train, all kind of massive transit. People pay it. You know, come on. Taxes, they make it. They making it.
On the taxes, you're right. They're
making it. And so they are, you know, not putting this money where it's supposed to be at.
No.
They are taking this money, they're hiding it. And matter of fact, they're not even counting it. Some of it's not even making it to the count, because it's being withheld. Okay, it's under the table. So many people are robbing and stealing, taking money. You know, you find out later, they didn't cut a check here, they didn't cut a check there. This is where the money is going. And so when we find these things out, we know, well, that was my tax dollars. That's where it went.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that, look, they called him, how many, 10 years, 15 years later? So 15 years, look how much money he did. Look how much money he got.
And then they sent him to a federal penitentiary where he got tennis courts and all this other stuff. You know, and it's like, hey, wait a minute. My firm believer is, when you steal from the people, when you take your money from the people, all right, you shouldn't go to a resort. You shouldn't go to a little spot to where you can sit up there and you get your 3 cots and your meal a day watching colored TV. No, all right? Let me explain something to you. I was in the military. If the military can live in a tent, so can the people that steal. All right? Put up a little fence around there. Hey, when it get cold out there, give them that little burner heater. Put them out there. All right, for all you people that's sitting up in government talking about what you didn't do, you're stealing our money, that's where you should be. You shouldn't be having no roof over your head to where everything is nice, cozy, and warm, and watching colored TV, going out here playing tennis, you know, calling your girl or your wife and the kids on the phone, having them come up, spend the weekend. Man, look at here. If it was anybody else, straight guy out in the street out there, trying to make a living, all right, and you bust him for something because he stole something, all right, the first thing you do is throw him in prison. 3 meals in a cot. The prison could be overfilled, okay? Everybody fighting for their little space. But this guy here on Wall Street, all right, he done stole millions. You ain't even recovered the money. But you got him sitting up in this federal penitentiary watching color TV. His wife and his kids come and spend the weekend. They got like a little apartment up in there.
That ain't nothing. Look at Miss Johnson for TCAT. She caught $250,000, and look what she got. She got 30 days at house arrest. 30 days house arrest. She took $250,000. Hey, listen, if I had took $250,000, listen, I wouldn't been there. I wouldn't have been in my house for 30 days. I know that much.
Oh, you sure wouldn't.
So for this woman to get $250,000, get 30 days house arrest, you know, and then they forget about it. You know, that's outrageous. That's telling people, you know what? Hey, she got it.
She got it.
It's all right, you know?
It's all right.
It's all right. And the judges are saying the same thing. Yeah, listen, well, don't worry about it. She got $250,000. Hey, listen. No, listen.
And she didn't give it back.
Thank you. The woman took people's money, okay? She took people's money. These are hard taxpayers. These are people that work. These are people that are looking for raises. These are people, okay, that's looking for a living to feed their kids. And guess what? You done stole all that money, okay? And what she got out of it is said a whole lot, you know? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, she took $250,000. Yeah, 30 days. Yeah. She's my friend, Miss Johnson, TCAT, okay? Mm-hmm. And that's a private firm, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, private bus company firm. Look what, see? But you know what? If the city had took it over, hey, maybe it would be a different, more buses other way. Maybe it would be different, more administration, more offices. You know.
You know what? You know what, Stanley? A lot of people sit there and they say a lot of things, but when it comes right down to it, let me ask you a question. All right, and your viewers too. I'm going to ask y'all a question. Have you heard anything about Miss Johnson and TCAT since she went to court? Do you even know when she went to court?
Nope.
Did she go to court? That's what I want to know.
Exactly.
All right, because right. I want to know who was her lawyer, because he's good. Uh-huh. He got her off. He's good.
Yes, he is.
All right. And what did Cornell do to her for stealing that $250,000? Who was the judge? And what happened to her? I want to know what happened to the money. Basically, I want to know what happened to that money that she took. Mm. Where did it go? Who got it? Mm-hmm. Because after a while, Miss Johnson's name was nullified.
No, exactly.
You ain't heard nothing about Miss Johnson.
She was not in the paper. She wasn't on the internet. Where was she? They kept her silent. Because what it was, they was pushing it under the rug, and they didn't want nobody to know that this woman took $250,000. Okay, she was sending the checks home to an address. Okay, and how she got caught was that it came back. Okay, from that address because nobody was there, and that's how they got her. They busted her that way. The check came back. You see, little things can get you caught. That's how I got her caught. The check came back, rerouted, came right back to where she sent it. And that's how they got her.
Miss Johnson, next time you better be at home when you send yourself a check.
But no, she probably was sending it to someone else's address, okay? But it rerouted
with them, yeah.
And so it didn't come. It didn't get there. And so now that got Miss Johnson, okay, 30 days, okay, in a house arrest, okay. So you can see what the system is saying, you know. It's a broken system. There's no justice, and it's about color. Okay, and the color is green. Okay, yeah. You got the most money. I hit you under the table. I get up out of here. Okay, yeah, and I can pay my way out.
Because I want to know if she paid for the lawyer, if she used that money to pay for the lawyer. All right. So what happened? What happened to the money? Ain't nobody talking about what happened to the money.
Cornell ain't gonna talk about it because they're ashamed.
Yeah.
And T-Cat ain't gonna talk about it because she put one over on them and they didn't scrutinize her nor court her. Okay, so they're not talking. These people are not talking because she got them. She beat them. And so they're not going to talk it because if you put them in the paper, they're laughing stocks.
Yeah.
She got them for $250,000. Miss Johnson, she got you. And so they don't want to talk about it. These big giants don't want to talk about it. Okay? We have to talk about it.
Right.
Because we could put the big giants to shame because this woman got over on you. And you making billions, and you could even decipher that. Okay? You could even, she did it right in your kitchen.
Right there.
In your own backyard.
Right there.
You know?
She put all kind of sauce on it.
Exactly.
You know, and you sit there and you look at it. All right, so now, if Miss Johnson got $250,000.
How many more getting?
How many more getting?
That's right.
More than what she got.
Exactly.
So when it comes right down to it, like I said, how is it? When is it? Who did it?
Exactly.
And how many more got it?
Thank you. Because we know some more is down with it.
Oh, yeah. She wasn't doing it by herself now.
Unless she talk and inform on the rest of them, okay? Because they probably going to try to do that. Who's in it? Who's more?
Who showed you how to do it?
Yeah, exactly. Because somebody definitely showed you how to do it. And we want to know who's at the top of this, okay?
Right.
And so information, inform. That's what they want. And that's probably why they're keeping her on the table, because they're going to squeeze her.
Right.
If the FBI ain't a gang, they're going to tell her.
Yeah.
You know? So this is what I'm saying. Well, hey, listen. This is what I tell you. See, we get to give you information. Our time get to get up out of here. And so I'm letting you know that Coumo didn't do nothing for us on this living wage. Okay? And you stay tuned. And I'll be back to give you more information on that. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Put on the gun and make we farm up the ground. Positive.
The science of agriculture, the land, the seeds, and the man.
Agricultural survival. The man. They have represented me with the worst image. But I know without a doubt that it's because of your lack of knowledge. Foresight, they don't have to see distance. That's why they're living in ignorance. Haile Selassie, I say, any country that use agriculture as the main source of income can look forward to the future with confidence. But because of lack of confidence in self, we tend to put our responsibility on someone else.
The seeds.